Buckle up, history detectives. The pre-Columbian past of America is packed with secrets just waiting to be uncovered. When European explorers first arrived, they didn't find a blank canvas. Instead, they stumbled upon a land rich with ancient cultures that still hold many unanswered questions today. From mysterious alignments in the landscape to unexplained rock carvings, there's no shortage of enigmas here. Let's dive into 10 mind-blowing discoveries that'll challenge everything you thought you knew about this country's early days. We kick off our journey with a 17th century find, John Danforth's bizarre boulder discovery along the Taunton River in Massachusetts. What do you think these cryptic carvings mean? So, what's really going on with this Danforth rock? The truth is, nobody knows for sure. For centuries, it's been the subject of wild speculation and theories. Over 30 of them, in fact. John Danforth himself thought Native Americans might have made these mysterious carvings to tell a story about battling European settlers who arrived by ship. But that's not all. Some folks believe ancient Phoenician sailors left their mark here, while others think Viking explorers were the real artists behind this enigmatic boulder. What do you think? Could we be looking at evidence of an earlier arrival than we've always been told? The theories just keep coming. We've seen Phoenicians, Vikings, Chinese explorers, and even Portuguese settlers suggested as possible creators of these enigmatic carvings. But here's the kicker: because they can be dated and don't match anything else in the area, this mystery might just stay unsolved forever. Meanwhile, let's slither over to another mind-boggling puzzle: the Serpent Mound. Imagine a 1,300-foot-long, 3-foot-high snake making its way across an Ohio plateau. That's what we're dealing with here. While some experts pin this massive earthwork on the Fort Ancient culture, which thrived from 1000 to 1750 AD, others are convinced it's much older, maybe even built by the Adena culture over 2,000 years ago. What do you think? Will we ever uncover the truth behind these ancient structures? Now that we've dug into the Serpent Mound, let's get ready for some serious mind-bending. We just learned this massive earthwork is sparking debates about its purpose. Was it a sacred symbol honoring snakes as supernatural beings in native cultures? Or could it have been used to lay their ancestors to rest, given those nearby burial mounds? But here's where things get truly wild: the Serpent Mound's placement is no coincidence. It sits on top of an ancient meteor impact crater that dates back a whopping 300 million years. And if that wasn't enough, its design seems to be aligned with celestial events. The serpent's head points to the summer solstice sunset, while its tail tracks the winter solstice sunrise. What do you think? Was this earthwork built by our ancestors as an astronomical wonder? You won't believe what's next in our journey through ancient earthworks. As we're exploring the mind-blowing Serpent Mound, new clues are emerging that suggest it may have been an ancient compass, guiding its builders with precision to true north. And we're not talking about just any ordinary star. It's Alpha Draconis, the North Pole star from 4000 to 2000 BC. This raises major questions about the sophistication of cultures in prehistoric America. But we're not stopping there. Let's cross continents and check out another mystifying giant art project: California's own Blethiontaglios, or Geoglyphs. These humongous images of humans and animals were hand-carved into the desert landscape by scraping away at the surface to reveal a hidden layer of lighter soil beneath, leaving us wondering, what secrets are these ancient drawings trying to tell? Get ready for a wild ride as we dive into more awe-inspiring earthworks. The Blethiontaglios are mind-bending. One massive human figure stretches an incredible 171 feet long, while others depict serpents, spirals, and what look like horses. But the age of these geoglyphs? That's the million-dollar question. Scholars are divided, with some thinking they're just a few centuries old, while others believe they could be up to 9,999 years in the past. And then there's the horse mystery. Did ancient artists carve them before horses vanished from the Americas or after the Spanish brought them back to California? Next stop, Utah, where we'll uncover some seriously out-of-this-world petroglyphs that are guaranteed to make you wonder, could these ancient rock carvings be proof of an otherworldly encounter? Buckle up, folks. The Sego Canyon petroglyphs are straight out of a sci-fi movie. Gigantic, otherworldly beings with bulging eyes and antennae, sometimes missing limbs and holding serpents. These ancient rock carvings have left us scratching our heads for centuries. Created by the enigmatic archaic people, nomads who roamed the southwest from 8000 BC to 1000 BC, these mystical images are linked to rain gods Chak and Talalak, sparking wild theories about shamanic visions or even extraterrestrial encounters. With their abstract style and older age than nearby rock paintings, these mysterious glyphs will challenge your perceptions. Were they a window into the spiritual realm or evidence of an alien visitation? Get ready to be blown away by an ancient marvel in the Bighorn Mountains of Wyoming. High above the trees at nearly 10,000 feet lies a massive, mysterious medicine wheel, a colossal stone circle with 28 spokes and 6 smaller piles of rock placed strategically around its perimeter. This mind-boggling structure was likely built by prehistoric Native Americans as an astronomical observatory and calendar, helping them track time and celestial events. During the summer solstice, certain rock piles align with the sun's rise and set, while others point to specific stars, allowing our ancestors to pinpoint dates throughout the year, talk about being connected to the cosmos. Here's what gets you thinking. The bygone medicine wheel's 28 spokes mirror the number of days in a lunar month, a sacred number that resonates with many native tribes. But who built this enigmatic marvel and when? The truth is, we just don't know. Radiocarbon dating reveals humans have been present at the site for at least 7,000 years, but it can't crack the code on when those massive stones were carefully arranged in a celestial masterpiece. And speaking of mysteries, let's travel to another fascinating site, the Mystery Stone of Lake Winnipesaukee, a baffling artifact with an air of secrecy surrounding its very name. Let's dive into one of North America's most mind-boggling mysteries, the enigmatic Mystery Stone from Lake Winnipesaukee, New Hampshire, unearthed in 1872. This perfectly symmetrical egg-shaped marvel boasts an array of cryptic symbols that will leave you scratching your head. Take its stunning geometric face, or the circle and spiral patterns etched into its surface. Could these be clues to ancient astrological alignments? The stone's unusual quartzite material raises more questions. How did it end up in New Hampshire when this type is nowhere to be found in the entire United States? The Mystery Stone has been puzzling experts for ages, and we're about to uncover some of its secrets. But here's where things get really wild. A super precise cylindrical hole has been drilled straight through the egg from top to bottom, and experts believe it's so accurate that it could only have been made with modern equipment. This raises so many questions. Was this ancient egg actually an ancient tool created using some kind of unknown, cutting-edge technology? Or is there another explanation entirely? Perhaps it's a hoax waiting to be debunked. The more we learn about the Mystery Stone, the more its secrets seem to slip through our fingers. And speaking of mysteries that refuse to fade away, let's switch gears and uncover one from the early 20th century. But here's where things took an unexpected turn. Guy Melgren initially thought he'd stumbled upon a medieval British penny. But in 1978, experts blew his mind by confirming it was actually a rare Norse penny from between 1065 and 1093. This could be huge. It might finally prove that the Vikings beat Columbus to North American shores. But just like any good detective story, there's more to the tale. Many historians were super skeptical of this find because of some shady past attempts to fake Viking discoveries in America, including a famous hoax map and a runestone with made-up Norse writing found in Minnesota. So was the Goddard coin for real? So what's the deal with the Goddard coin's origins? After years of being poked and prodded by experts, it's been confirmed that this ancient Norse penny is the real deal. It's got the wear and tear to prove it had spent centuries buried in the ground. But how did a medieval European coin end up in North America, hundreds of years before Columbus? The Goddard site where it was found has revealed an abundance of arrowheads, sparking theories that maybe the coin arrived with the introduction of archery skills among Native Americans. Could it be possible they learned from ancient Viking visitors? And speaking of early human presence in North America, get this. Fossilized footprints discovered in New Mexico are pushing back our understanding of when humans first set foot on the continent. Let's talk about a game-changing discovery. Fossilized footprints found in New Mexico's White Sands National Park are sending shockwaves through the archaeological world. These ancient tracks were preserved along a lake's edge, buried by sediment for thousands of years before erosion revealed them once again. Last year, researchers analyzed seeds trapped in the same layer of dirt and announced that the footprints could be as old as 22,000 years. Mind blown. That's a whopping 9,000 years older than our current understanding of human arrival in the Americas, which believed they came around 13,000 years ago after the Ice Age thawed. While some might still have doubts, this finding is the strongest evidence yet that humans were living in North America way longer than we thought. Fast forward to ancient Louisiana, where Poverty Point, a staggering mound complex over 3,000 years old, beats out iconic landmarks like the Great Wall of China and Greece's Parthenon in age. Get ready to uncover an ancient mystery. In Louisiana lies Poverty Point, a massive, possibly city-size, complex that was once home to numerous residential homes and other structures. Today, we're left with a mind-boggling C-shaped ring of mounds resembling an amphitheater, alongside 2 possible temple mounds. Scholars believe this incredible design reflects the Poverty Point people's deep understanding of sacred geometry. The intriguing C shape might have even been a complete circle at one point. Despite its monumental importance, we know very little about the people who built it. They're simply known as the Poverty Point people, named after an 1800s plantation nearby. And here's the fascinating part: Poverty Point was only recognized for its significance in 1950, leaving us with a wealth of unanswered questions and a desire to uncover more about this enigmatic culture. Let's jump back in time. For centuries, Poverty Point was farmland, but little did we know, it held secrets of a sophisticated society that flourished for thousands of years before European arrival. As archaeologists continue to uncover more about mound building cultures along the Mississippi River, we're starting to grasp just how complex these ancient societies truly were. Meanwhile, in the world of American history, a long-held theory began to take shape. The Clovis culture was believed to be the first group to populate the Americas around 13,000 years ago. This idea was based on distinctive spear points scattered across North America and Mexico. But one major problem remained. No human remains of these early migrants had ever been found, until 1968, when a remarkable discovery changed everything. You won't believe what happened next. In 1968, archaeologists finally found proof that the Clovis theory was true, or so they thought. The discovery of a 12,600-year-old boy's remains in Montana, along with his Clovis tools, confirmed that these early migrants did exist. But here's where it gets really cool. DNA tests revealed that an incredible 80% of all Native Americans today are direct descendants of this young boy's family. However, despite solving many mysteries, another question still lingers. What happened to the rest of those ancient Clovis people? It's as if they just vanished into thin air, leaving behind only their tools and a hint of a fascinating puzzle. Get ready for a treasure trove of untold stories. The U.S. is like an archaeological giant, hiding secrets and surprises beneath its vast landscape. From the towering monuments of the ancient ones in Cahokia Mounds to the eerie cliff dwellings of Mesa Verde, America's past is bursting with mysteries waiting to be cracked open. Imagine unearthing clues about the lives of early nomadic tribes who roamed the Great Plains, or discovering hidden cities deep within the Louisiana swamps. Who knows what other ancient tales will surface as historians and